Good morning, student. I, Purnima, welcome you to my class of English. And student, today I am going to teach you subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement is also known by the name of subject-verb concord. And this is a new topic, and it will be helping you that not to commit grammatical errors while writing. But before that, I should like to teach you some basic concept, and then only you will be able to understand the topic in a perfect or in a appropriate manner. So let's start, children. So first of all, I hope you know what is the meaning of subject. Okay, we are having, I already told you what are the personal pronoun. Okay, first person pronoun is singular I and plural is we. Second person pronoun singular is you and third person So children, let me teach you some of the basic concept of subject verb concord. Now in subject verb concord, children, we all know what is a subject. So what is a subject? Children, subject basically here is indicating to personal pronoun. I have taught you three type of subject. Subject of first person, singular is I, plural is we. Subject of second person, singular is you and plural is you or your. Subject of third person, singular is he, she, it, any name or any singular thing. This is the most important subject, third person singular, as lot of changes takes place here in this subject only. Okay. And then children, third person plural is they, them, children, that means any plural thing. So I think this concept of subject is clear to you. Now we are going to have our verb. I already told you what is a verb. The word in the tense or a verb form is a word in a sentence which tells us what work has been done, what action has been done by a person, or what is the state of a person or a thing. So this is a verb. Now here, children, you have to know about singular form of verb and plural form of verb. But before that, I would like to tell you the singular form of subject. Okay, so the singular form of subject is if it is a boy, it is a singular subject, and if it is a girl, if boys, it is a plural subject. If it is a cow, it is a singular subject. If it is cows, it is plural subject. Okay? Similarly, copy. Plural will be copies. Men. Plural will be men. Okay, women. Plural will be women. So these are the subject. In subject, children, if singular subject is there, we will not put S. But if plural subject is there, we will put ES or S. If plural subject is there, we will put S or ES. Okay. But in the case of verb, it is simply an opposite thing. Like in singular verb, and plural verb, you have to see the difference. Okay, if it is eat, we will have S in eats, and in plural we will not add S. It is just opposite of subject. So children, if singular verbs are there, this is a rule, then we have to put s or es with singular verb. What we have to put? We have to put s or es with singular verb. But if it is a plural verb, we don't have to put s or es with plural verb. Okay, so this is the basic concept which I think without it you won't be able to do singular or plural. This one, subject verb conquered. Okay, then is singular verb, are is plural verb, was in the present tense is singular verb, and were in the past tense is plural verb. Okay, was, were, is, are. Has is used with singular. Has is a singular verb, have is a plural verb. Okay, but children, in case of the action or some of the verbs, we have to put s or es with the verb to make it singular. Okay, just now like I have given the example of eat. Eat is a verb. So to make it singular, I have used put here s, and in plural verb we will not put es. Okay, we will not put es. Okay. Okay. Suppose play. So we have to put s with the verb to make it singular, and we will not use s or es, and then it will be a plural verb. So children, verb and subject are quite opposite. You can see how vice versa it is. Like this subject, this singular subject, okay, we never put s or es. With plural subject, we always put s or es. But in the case of verb, this is quite opposite. In case of the verb, we always put s or es. We always put s or es with the, we put s or es with what? With singular verb. And with plural verb, we always put these verbs will be without s. So this is the basic concept a child should understand. And then I already told you is singular, are is plural in the present form, was is singular verb in the past form, were is used with plural subject, plural verb in the past form. It is used with plural things. Okay. Has again is a singular verb and have is a plural verb. So now onward children, remember with singular subject, okay, we don't use s or es. With plural subject, we always use s or es. Similarly, with children, with the singular, with plural verb, we always use, with plural verb, we always use, we never use s, and with singular verb we always use s, as I have shown you in the example. Eats, singular verb eats, plural verb eat. Play, sing, plural singular is will be sings and plural will be sing. Okay. Sleep, singular is sleeps and plural is sleep. Okay, so this is the, we always remember with singular verb we always have to use s or es. Right? Now I am coming to the topic, okay, that is subject verb agreement. So children, one of the topic I am writing on the board. Okay, so here rule number 1 is, children, rule number 1 is that with singular subject we use singular verb. So what is our rule number 1 here? With singular subject we use singular verb. And with rule number like the boy plays, can see, children, here the boy is a singular subject, and the rule is with singular subject we have singular verb. So this is a singular verb. So with singular subject we have singular verb. Okay, so this is rule number 1. With singular subject we have singular verb. With plural subject we have plural verb. This is rule number 2. So what is rule number 2? With plural subject we use plural verb, like the boys play in the park in the evening, you can write. Okay, so the boys are plural subject, and this is plural verb because we don't have s with the verb. So this is clear to you. With singular subject we have the singular verb. With plural subject we have plural verb. Okay. So I hope this point is clear to you. Point number 1 is with singular subject we have singular verb. With plural subject we have got plural verb. We always add s or es with singular verb. We always use s with the plural subject, okay, but we use s with the singular verb. So once again I revise rule number 1. With singular subject singular verb, with plural subject plural verb. So this was rule number 1 and 2 in subject verb concord. Now rule number 3. Okay, so if two singular subjects in a sentence are joined by or, the verb is singular in the form. Okay, when two singular subjects, this is rule number 3. When two singular subjects, okay, when two singular subjects, when they join, when two singular subject, when they join, okay, when two singular subject, when they join, okay. So then children, when two singular subject, when they are joined by or, then children, the verb will always be singular. Okay, like this is rule number 3. When two singular subjects are joined by or, then we have, when two singular subjects are joined by or, then we have, are joined by or, then we have, then we use singular verb. Then we use singular verb. For example, Tom and John is arriving in the evening. For example, Tom or John is arriving in the evening. Okay, Tom or John is arriving in the evening. Sita or Geeta has gone to the mall. Sita and Geeta has gone to the mall. Okay, Sita and Geeta has gone to the mall. So student, you can see how I have used the third rule here. When two singular subjects are joined by or, then we use singular verb. Okay, one more example I can read for you. Ramesh or Daniel does not want to attend the party. Okay, Ramesh or Daniel does not want to attend the party. Abdul or Raman has come to the school. Abdul or Raman has come to the school. So always remember, if two singular subjects are there and they are joined by or, then what we will have, children? We have to use singular what? Verb. And in singular verb, we either use has or is, or some verb where we always use, children, with the s with the verb form. Okay. Now point number 4. If two singular nouns are joined by and, okay, if two singular noun they are joined by and, all right, then the verb will be plural. If two singular nouns are joined by and, then the verb will be plural. For example, Hari and Sita are sitting there. Hari and Sita are sitting there. Now children, two singular noun are Hari and Sita, and the verb is plural. This verb is plural. Plural verb is here. Okay. So if two singular noun is there and they are joined by and, then the verb will be plural. So once again, if two plural nouns are there, okay, and they are joined by and, then the verb will be singular. Okay, like now, children, if two subjects are there, okay, and they are joined by, children, if two subjects are there and they are joined by as well as with, okay, if two subjects are there and they are joined by as well as with, along with, together with, 1, 2, 3, along with, together with, in addition to, like, dislike, in addition to like and dislike. Then including, excluding, including, excluding, last word is and not. So children, if there are two subjects are there, okay, if two subjects are there and they are joined with these 10 words, okay, they can be joined by these 10 words which are written on the board, like as well as, with, along with, together with, in addition to, like, dislike, including, excluding, and not. So if two subjects are there, they are joined by either of these words, children, then children, the verb will be according to the first subject. The verb will be according to the first subject. Like for example, I as well as he. So what are the two subjects here? I, first subject, and he is the second subject. Okay. I as well as he. Now the verb will be changed according to the first subject, and with first subject is I, so we will be using here an. I as well as he and going together. I as well as he. Why we have not put is with he? Because children, this is a rule that if two subjects are there and they are joined by as well as, or with, or along with, or together with, or in addition to, or like, or dislike, or including, or excluding, or and not. So children, the verb will be changed according to the first subject. The verb will be changed according to the first subject. Okay. Then, so one another example we can take. All the boys including Ram. Okay. All the boys, listen to me, all the boys including Ram. Right. Now here there are two subjects are there. What are these two subjects? All the boys including Ram. So first subject is boys and Ram is the second subject. So the verb will be according to the first subject. Plural one. First subject is plural. Boys. Okay. All the boys including Ram were guilty. Okay. So this is the example. So I hope you understood. If these two subjects are joined with as well as, with, along with, together with, in addition to, like, unlike, including, excluding, and not. Okay. So children, the verb will be according to the what? According to the first subject. I hope I am clear to you people. Okay. So verb will be according to the first subject. Now, if two nouns are there, now this is another example, and they represent to the same unit. If two nouns they are joined by and they represent to the same unit. If two nouns are there, okay, if two nouns are there and they are joined by and they represent to the same unit, then the verb will be singular. Like bread and butter. Now you can see here bread and butter. Bread is and butter. So bread is what, children? It is subject 1 and butter is subject 2. Okay, it is representing to the same unit. Okay, and the verb is here singular. Is my favorite food. This is example 1. Second, needle and thread. Again, this is the same unit. is kept in the drawer. So knitted and thread is the same unit, and here singular verb is used. Okay, so what I want to say, children, if two singular noun is there and they represent to the same unit, okay, if they represent to the same unit, then the noun will be singular. Okay, then children, if two singular noun is there and they are joined by and, now next point, if two singular noun are there and they are joined by and each and every is before these two singular nouns. If two singular nouns are there and they are joined by and, okay, each and every is there before two singular noun. Each and every is there before two singular noun. Okay, then the verb used here is singular. Then the verb used here will be singular. So, for example, each boy and, okay, so two singular nouns are there, and before that two things are there, each or every. Okay, with both the singular noun, it is joined by and, then the verb will be singular. Each boy and each girl is late in the school today. Okay, so you can see, then every man and woman wants to help you. Every man and woman wants to. Example 1, example 2. Every man and woman wants to help you. Okay, wants is singular, verb is singular, verb. Okay, so now you can see, since the time is over, so many points I have to explain. With this I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Student, good day.